boys and gals.
Better. It's the weekend.
The weekend is here.
Woohoo! Or rather, yeehaw!
Right?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers!
Oh, I'm muted.
No, you're not. We heard you.
Oh, you heard me? Oh, cool.
We totally heard you.
Just sitting here watching a little Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Get in the mood.
Well, there you go.
Oh yeah, dude, same here. I'm watching South Park actually.
South Park.
Getting all into the Western mode.
Hey, Blondie.
Let me find my character.
There's two kinds of spurs.
You know we are.
I was flipping through channels like nothing's on. Oh, yeah, this works.
And look, there's a Western.
So technically, I got myself a third stimulus check. Technically.
Okay. Congratulations.
Welcome to being stimulated.
My first stimulus check went towards to a guitar, and then they gave me back the money for the guitar. So that way I bought myself a new guitar.
There you go.
Stimulated.
I'm sensing if your character gets murdered, you have to come back as a singing cowboy then.
Right. Yeah, where's the bard cowboy?
Yeah.
Dude.
That was Clint Eastwood in his early years.
I was thinking of that Netflix original, where everyone dies.
The ballad.
Of Buster Scruggs.
Yep.
Something like that.
Thank
yeah.
Dang it! Why didn't I think of that?
Dude,
I know you watch and you're like, oh my god, this is so dark.
Now I'm gonna have to kill my guy off so I can come back as it.
And we're on Roll20, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, cool.
We are. We see you're not, but we are.
Yeah.
A harmonica, guitar toting.
Oh wait, dude. I spent so long on finding the perfect guitar.
That's awesome.
Okay.
I mean, that's a good thing that you found one, though.
Yep, I had to return one because I didn't like the sound. I bought everything online, so I couldn't really test it out in store. Was the only downfall.
All of a sudden, you get it home and you're just like, nope, that does not sound right.
Yeah.
It's supposed to.
Yeah, the sound that I wanted. There's supposed to be good sounds. Who would have thought?
Yeah. It wouldn't matter what I did with it. It would still be horrid. No skill.
Mouth harp. Doing, 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 doing.
There you go.
Play the spoons.
But I'd probably knock my teeth out with the juice harp. So.
Well, see, then you play the spoons, No,
the spoons take coordination. I think he's a washboard guy.
Yeah.
There you go. Just lean up against the washboard and scratch away.
We'll just call him Emmett.
I could do the jug. Just I have
Hold it.
I have to empty the jug first, which is I'm okay with that.
No, I can't get the bottle to do it.
Where are you tonight?
Like, wait, I gotta empty this whiskey out of here before I can.
Yodelay.
And see, of course. We lost. We lost our town drunk on the Roll20 there. He was there for a second.
Wow.
Enoch Potts.
I was gonna say we still need a picture for your mini there.
Oh yeah, for my picture.
We decided you were sleeping it off in this room over here while all the action was happening.
That's fair. That was my bad too because when everything happened, I was with family when like last minute dinner plans.
So, completely relevant to every conversation, has anyone noticed how chonky this horse is over here?
Yeah, but this one is also just as chunky.
Oh, I love it. Yes, they're great.
You know,
These
Oh,
are
those
the
are
draft
supposed to be
horse.
I
they're
thought they
draft
were cows.
horses.
No, those are draft horses.
Right.
And then we have more of the, sleek riding horses.
Oh,
Sleekish.
that's what it is. Or maybe saddlebags.
Where do I change my picture for this graphics tag?
Well,
so
if
pull
you
up your
have one
character sheet
attached
and
to
hit
your
edit.
bio, you can switch it there via on the chat
He
window.
doesn't
you go
yet.
as.
Wait, chat window.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
open.
like when you're on the chat bubbles at the top and at the bottom where you would type, it says as. If you select that rather than your, like, I can switch back to my regular one, but because of the picture I have in my bio on my character tab, I can just go as Hecate and it will switch my picture.
Wow.
I don't have that set up then.
He hasn't gotten
Well,
that
you're-
far yet.
Yeah, your character, you haven't even changed your name on your character, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I wrote
Yeah,
everything
that-
out on my.
That's
thing.
what I was saying. You just need to go to your character sheet and hit the edit button, and then you can
Okay.
add your picture and stuff. And once you add a picture,
Okay.
I'll steal that picture and make a mini for you.
You'll acquire it. Stealing.
Until then, you're merely just
Rude
passed
word.
out over here.
And I'm gonna do it for both. I don't care. Documents, downloads. There we are.
That's funny. In Roll20, when you Google drunk, it comes up with like a bunch of British soldier-looking guys. Not quite what I was
Don't worry,
thinking
I
what
found
would
one.
come up.
With that
Hopefully it
teeth,
went through.
It could be a British dude with bad teeth. I mean, drunk.
So last episode, if I remember correctly, we all learned how to fall from a horse without dying.
This is true. I think that was mastered.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like he's got a character. I see a picture.
A wizard?
Looks like a drunk wizard with no pants.
Wizard.
Yeah, it sounds like a wizard.
All I'm saying is that I don't know if I've ever met a wizard that wasn't drunk or that ever wore pants.
Yeah. Show me a sober, straight-thinking, well-dressed wizard. You can't. Gandalf, he never wore pants.
Dresden.
Dresden ran around
Dresden
naked
was drunk.
more
as
No,
hell.
he didn't.
than any other wizard I know.
He just has a tendency to get his, it's burned. He's a little stingy sometimes. I mean, come on, his main medium is fire. Fuego.
Oh, and James, I never messaged you back, which I thought I did, but I'm choosing 15 XP.
Oh, okay.
My bad, I thought I did, but I didn't.
I thought you were the gambler.
Dude, I'm everything. Because I'm a homeless man, I need everything.
Yeah, I think he's changed his mind so many times. He's the snake oil salesman, the gambler, also the wizard that wears no pants.
Dude, I am everything just to survive.
And also
Like,
is
the best
probably
example
pretty
is-
good at riding a rail out of town.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I know how to run. Of course I do.
He knows
Bad
the times
situations.
on all the rails.
It's like, that's my stop. Goodbye, guys.
He's like, oh, I hear they're warming up some tar and feathers. I better go.
Well. I'm hearing a whistle in the distance. And okay. Yep, there I am.
So while you were passed out on one of the card tables, all alone in the back, there was a whole bunch of weird stuff happening up here with our native friends seeing some stuff and some ghost that was trying to mess with this guy, but thankfully he was saved until something bad happened. I mean, like, let me scroll up here. What bad thing happened? Yeah, that's right. There was a despair that this guy totally thinks that Brian over there was doing something. And then you had the preacher man coming in and watching all this.
All right.
But now Preacher Man knows that I know that he knows something. That
Yes.
He's a little touched, one would say.
He seems oddly aware that there's a 6-shooter packing ghost here that tried shooting this guy in the back. And Sam is using his special sight to be able to see that.
Are we are we part of this group already, or is this just like am I still not like a part of your guys' group yet? That's the real question right now.
Well,
We have a group.
It's up to you. I mean,
Okay.
We've got Mr. Potts. He's the local owner of this watering hole, right?
Okay.
We've got Sam, who works in cleaning in this watering hole. We've got Mr. Rain here, who makes some money, doing odd jobs and taking care of the place, selling blessings, I recall, right?
And then I was like the.
You're just the town drunk that everybody laughs at and enjoys, and
Yep, fair.
And Hecate over here, well, she gets paid for fixing firearms and putting down trouble.
Okay. And I'm just a town drunk.
Yeah.
And this person
around
here has
good friend to everybody.
6-shooter that only a few people know about.
You're so friendly with your concoctions that, of course, everybody considers you part of their groups.
Oh, yay. I'm
Until
that
you're not.
drunk.
Do me a favor. I gotta product test this item. Does this make you go blind? Does this make your ailments go away? Try having another snort. How do you really feel?
Will this grow back your limbs? Rub it in.
Rub this on anything you want to grow hair.
Okay, I think I'm getting all right. I think I know where I'm at. I want to wait till things roll out, and then I'm gonna stumble out like some weird drunk.
I like he says like some weird drunk when he actually is some weird drunk.
Well, probably kind of halfway sobered up now, so I mean, shit.
I'm awake. I should be sober enough.
With all the ruckus going on?
Yeah.
I reckon so.
Like, who woke me up? I guess it's time to reload.
No, the slow getting up, like, put on my pants, trousers.
Get on some fighting trousers.
Time to get some
breakfast.
Time for liquid breakfast.
So, of course, the horse is whinny as, the ghost threw some stuff around telekinetically. Things happened. So,
horses are might sensitive regarding that.
They might touch with the supernatural. So, everybody go ahead and roll your vigilance. I'll even accept cool if you have a cool plan in the waiting. How about that?
So, under the combat or weapon.
Yeah,
wait a minute. But do we have to, in this version, do we have to select our character or?
Nope.
Okay.
Because it has its own field for initiative, thankfully.
Since I'm a drunk, I have to
Nothing.
use vigilance. There we
Fall
are. I'm not
asleep
sure if I
back
rolled
there?
twice. No, slow starting. I'm still dazed.
And I will
That's the wrong
totally
thing.
change my picture there away from a Battletech picture.
Oh, shit. Should probably have like the spells book open too.
You might want to do that.
Bam.
Yeah, I should
Apparently
probably
there's
do that
wind
too.
blowing in there.
You act like you're like ready for something. Wait, what'd you roll? Oh, you rolled it wrong. You look like you're ready for something there, Mr. Potts.
I think that any tavern owner of any worth whatsoever needs to be ready for trouble in their tap room.
I don't want no trouble in my tavern.
I obviously expect a lot of shit to be going on. You're
Yeah, apparently.
over vigilant there.
Well, it's because you're always prepared, that's all.
Were you a Boy Scout?
I don't think Boy Scouts existed at this
No,
point.
they
Yeah,
didn't.
This is the weird Scouts.
It's the special scouts.
Okay, there we are. Really fast. What? It would be the Genesis rulebook, the player's handbook, basically for spells, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, new to spells.
Yeah, I gotta.
Or the files that James sent us a long time ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
there was some
I
files.
probably don't have that.
Yeah, there was one book that was like dedicated spell stuff, if I recall.
Yeah.
Do you have which type of spells do you have?
Oh, I went with Arcana. Arcana.
Well, I'm glad that they used one of their triumphs for initiative.
Right.
Because that's how it works. They only have a limited amount, and they used one of them.
Yay!
Burn them up early, right? As I'm getting attacked by a cat. Obviously, the bar has a cat who's
Yeah.
mighty frightful of ghosts. So, as you guys basically head to south.
I put the arcane spellbook that James sent us like 2 years ago in the chat.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you. Oh, you are the best.
I know.
And so modest.
Wow.
I didn't expect anything less.
So the very angry spirit that was trying to murder this random guy for no reason, and has yet to actually been able to do much more than just poke him. Just there was a little bear poke, that was all. But unfortunately, this guy is convinced that the weirdo over here at the bar is the one that did that.
Hmm.
I do recall from that nasty little despair there. So he's up, his gun is drawn. These other three are his boys, as pop-ups happen. And his fourth boy is the one that ran upstairs to go get himself some lady lovin' from the house ladies. If you know on what I'm speaking of. So those who have the supernatural senses cooking totally see the ghost is angry and fighting in the spirit shell that it's been locked into there. And this guy is getting a mite precocious there because he got, accosted. And who's going first?
Is there any way we can make the ghost visible?
You could totally use magic to do that. That's totally a thing.
What type of magic would that be? Arcane?
You could use Arcane or Divine for that as a utility spell. Basically, make it so that because you already have the Spirit Vision going, and I believe Sam also has the Spirit Vision going, right?
I don't recall. I don't think I've used any magic stuff because it'd be magic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I sense there's something there, but I don't know exactly what yet, if I recall.
And
I know the only thing that I noticed was that preacher seems a mite too comfortable. What's going on?
If
and he noticed me noticing him.
Yep. And if Brian would like to make the spirit visible, you could totally do it with a utility spell. In fact, since the sun is set, you'd have a blue dice added to your attempt at that.
But before you do that, so the guy's got his gun drawn that way, right?
The guy's got his gun drawn in Brian's general direction.
Right. So
I mean, the ghost might make a great distraction.
It could, except for when he starts trying to do his mojo, and that causes him to pull the trigger. So I will jump into action and bring up my sword cane and will try to knock his hand down as I'm like, whoa, partner, things are not what it seems.
Okay, I like that.
I just thought of Blazing Saddles, so go do that voodoo that you do so well.
But you start doing your little chant and stuff, he's likely to pull the trigger, so...
Look at our wise, Shaolin there.
Yeah.
So, and now are you strictly going for the one success to disarm or attack and hoping for some advantage to disarm? You have an option there.
I'm looking to disarm. That's the main thing.
Okay, go for it. So all you need is one success to...
All right. Damn it.
Delicious.
Or is that success? No, that's not a success.
That's not a success. It's 2 advantage. So you get your cane and you try to thwack really quick because you see Brian about to waggle his fingers. And this guy's got his gun out going, what's going on? And you're just like, okay, let's disarm the situation. You swing and he looks at you and kind of pulls his pistol back like a pistolero would. And he does this like flourish, spin his pistol in his hand as you whacked it with the cane just slightly. And he's looking at you and he's looking at your friend there. And he's getting mighty concerned, and his friends might be getting up out of their chairs and putting their cards down. What would you like for those 2 advantages, though?
Well, at that point, I think I'm going to use them to take back some string, because I might need it.
Okay. As you just, drop the cane back, and you just respectfully give a nod.
Yeah, and, Oopsie.
It's what happens when you try to help friends.
Yeah.
So, who's going next? You just saw some cool cane moves, but this guy, he's really good with those pistols. He's showing off some pistol skill.
I think I want to go next. I think I want to use my... What is it?
Does Mr. Potts have a shotgun behind the bar? There's always a shotgun behind the bar.
There's always one, but it's under social skills. That's what I'm looking for. I want to use my coercion to de-escalate the situation. I want to tell people that there's no gunfighting inside of the tavern. This is common knowledge. This isn't one of those 2-bit Wild West bars. This is a fancy place.
So take it outside, boys.
Exactly.
I mean, them's the house rules.
Blood drawn, it has to be outside.
Okay, so which social skill are you using?
I'm using coercion.
Coercion.
Laying down the law.
Yes.
Okay, oof. So there's going to be 2 rolls here, by the way. Go ahead and roll. The first one's going to be against the 2 purple. So go ahead and make your roll for the general crowd.
Okay. Nuts.
Wow.
Advantage.
Now go ahead and roll for the agitated desperado.
And what do you want to do with those advantage from that?
Yes.
And are you going to use those against him?
I will use those for advantage.
Okay, I got a blue and an upgrade in there for you.
Excellent. Nuts.
Damn!
Oh.
But no success. Wait, how do you not? Oh, it was countered. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no success and a despair.
Or despair, yeah, that's right.
It's been a bad roll, guys.
Okay,
Yeah.
so needless to
Oh.
say, the agitatedness and probably this ghost is pushing out some negative vibes, you're thinking. That you try to do your talk them down again thing like you did earlier when they were getting agitated, and this time they're just not listening to you whatsoever. It's like every Western movie ever when the bar fight starts, they're not listening to the barkeep.
Yeah.
And even worse, when you say that, you're trying to calm things down with this guy here, and you kind of like look at him, and then you look at him, and you look back at him, and he kind of takes offense to you telling him what to do. Wow, 2 despairs on the same poor NPC. Somebody's going to get shot. Okay, so interesting things are about to happen. So this guy definitely looks like he's about to shoot somebody. Just going to totally throw that one out there.
Wait, which guy? This guy over here?
The guy with the yellow circle on him. This guy.
Oh, that guy. Oh, okay.
I mean, something tells me your compatriot's not going to start killing people.
Yeah, he's looking a little annoyed after a dude's took his little bow staff and swatted at him, and then the other guy telling him, "Hey, no, stop that."
Is it possible if I could go next?
No,
You
because
could,
the
but it's an
NPC is going right now.
NPC's turn.
Oh, MP.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm double checking something real quick.
I was like over here, actually. Somewhere right there.
Sorry, boss. Meant well.
No, I got an idea. And this is going to be fun for everyone.
No.
Why does that make me worry?
I'm just hoping, like, what I'm thinking that I can do, it will do. But we'll go from there once we cross that bridge.
Okay, so this guy's gonna get up and he's gonna holler out this cowboy call that obviously his boys know what it is, because you hear some stomping and yelling upstairs where his one boy went up. He's totally upstairs and angry when he hears that cowboy call. And as soon as he says that, he basically is, telling them all to get up. And he's gonna try to pistol whip our Kung Fu master here.
Oh,
he's not gonna shoot you. He's just gonna try to pistol whip you.
No, so he is listening to the barkeep.
Wait, he's pistol whipping someone? Not in my town.
Do you have any melee defense?
Melee defense, you ask?
Melee defense.
I do. I have 2 melee defense.
2 melee defense. That's a lot of defense.
Yes.
And you're using your cane to defend yourself, I take it?
My cane, actually, yes, my cane. Actually, it's not a cane; it's a bow staff, but that's the closest description. So, I actually, with that, it does add another defense, so 3 defense. Thank you for reminding me. And as an incidental, out of turn, I will parry. Oh, I guess that's only if I suffer a hit. Yep. Okay.
I'm like, whoa! No stepping ahead there.
I was reading. I was getting there.
He's getting excited.
Mr. piling on 3 black dice and then saying, "And when you hit me, come on." Okay, so he swings his pistol to smack you in the back of the head. Oof! Oof!
Wow.
And he will hit you, but would you like to disarm him for those 3 threats?
Yeah, that sounds kung fu-y.
And catch the pistol. I'll totally let you catch the pistol.
All right.
Because that's totally kung fu-y.
Sounds good.
Okay, and it's going to be for 5 points of damage as he tries to pistol whip you.
All
And
right,
says,
so
nobody
this-
touches my firearm. As all of a sudden you do this cool kung fu parry thing and the firearm lands in your free hand.
Let's see. So after damage is calculated, but before soak is applied, your character may suffer 3 strain to use this talent to reduce the damage of the hit by 2 plus their ranks and parry 1. And this talent can only be used once per hit, and your character needs to be wielding a melee weapon, which I am. So that drops it down by 3, and I soak 2.
So you take 1 point of damage, but you end up with his pistol in your hand.
How do I take 1? You said it was 5.
It was 5, yeah.
Right? So I soak
Oh.
drops by 2 plus a rank. So it drops it by 3. And then I soak the remaining 2.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 2 plus 1 per additional rank.
1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
No,
It's 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus.
Talent reduces damage of the hit by 2 plus their ranks in parry.
Okay, cool. So you soak the damage of the pistol whip with your iron-like skin.
Because I'm badass.
As you totally get flashback to your kung fu days of physical training.
Yep. And I stand there with his pistol.
And pretty much all his boys all throw their cards down and stand up. And they all kind of gather on... I have to move you for a sec. This side of the table. They haven't drawn their guns yet, but the shit's getting serious.
Polly, you're so ugly.
As that guy comes running down the stairs, grabbing his pants in one hand because he found a girl and he was almost going to get there.
Almost.
Okay, so who is going next?
Well, I think...
Yeah. So I noticed
What's your
that there
character's
is
name?
So I said Jim last time, but now I changed it to Tim, mainly because of Monty Python.
I was going to say, is he an
The
enchanter?
Enchanter Tim?
Yeah.
Some call me
Tim.
I love it so much too because he forgot his whole name, so he just went with Tim and they left it in there. All right,
Okay.
but there is a spell where I could summon ally or grand summon. Is it possible if I could summon squirrels?
Is that what you'd like to summon?
Yes, because I like squirrels and I feel like I would know them by name.
Okay, so where you
squeaker,
are,
squeakity, squeak.
you hear shit happening, but you don't quite see much happening from your little convenient out of. Okay, so you come staggering out of your little sleeping chamber.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna stumble out like what the hell, all pissed off, and that's when I'm gonna summon my squirrels, like just.
And by the way, you do not see said ghost. By the way, it's invisible currently.
I'm gonna go after the enemies that look aggressive, and my
These
squirrels
guys?
are gonna go. Yep, and my squirrels are gonna go after them. And it says I have to roll to summon, which is if it's summon ally, it's a purple. If it's grand summon, 2 purple.
Okay, so now did you look at the spell chart? Because there's a bunch of things in question when you summon creatures. Like, do you want it to be at range, or multiples, or even allied with you and your friends?
Oh, okay.
Because when you do a basic 1 purple summon, it is not automatically friendly towards you and your friends.
Oh, okay. So I do want to make it friendly for my friends.
So definitely look at the. Are you looking at the summoning chart to see what things you want to add? So I know the difficulty.
So additional summon. Medium summon. The only spell I got the arcane spell and just has a conjure table and has like 5 options of range, medium, additional, summon, and grand summon. Let me go to the other one. Sorry.
No
You're
problem.
good. That makes me think of Ray Stevens' Mississippi Squirrel Revival. For those who are familiar with Ray Stevens.
No, but that sounds interesting.
Yeah, look up Ray Stevens. He's kind of he does funny comedy type music.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming you want summon ally to add +1 purple, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Summon ally.
So
and then if the character. Okay. So
and
summon
then
ally.
there's the additional summon to summon 1 additional creature.
So I do want. I'll make it 2 squirrels, and then range that'll be another purple.
So you are within 6 squares, right?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5. Yeah.
So they're technically within short range if you want to summon in this general area.
Yes, I'm gonna summon on them. They're gonna like drop down on them, basically.
Okay. So you don't need the 1 for range then, right?
Nope. Okay.
So you're
summon ally
just
and
doing
then 2
additional and then doing an ally. So 3
Yep.
purple total.
And then the strain,
and,
right?
Yep, and you'll pay the 2 strain after you cast.
Okay. Which I need to add, but I'll do that right now. Skills, and then I'm gonna cast Arcana.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oof. So you come out and you drunk summon something. As you damn. So as I tell you what bad is about to happen, what's the triumph you're gonna go for?
Is it possible if they could go inside their pants? The squirrels.
Well, you're not getting squirrels.
Oh.
You failed.
Because you failed. It's
Yeah.
You summon something. Something
Okay.
is gonna happen.
Something good.
But something, maybe not something good.
Yeah. At least something good comes out of it. Basically. Is it at least? Can I at least make it summon on top of them? If it's a big creature, or like on top of one? Just that way, I could at least get one or multiples of them to be distracted.
For the triumph, that it's going to definitely hit them.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever it is happens right there with them.
Cool.
How's that?
Well, whatever it is, it's going to be diverting. Whether it's going to be...
if it's going to be good or
but
bad.
It's certainly going to be interesting.
Dude, yes, okay.
A bunch of tulips fall from the sky.
It's
Oh, man.
full of petunias. Oh no, not again.
Ploof. So don't forget to take.
Makes me very happy.
Don't forget to, of course, take your 2 strain for the spell, because that's the cost for casting. So take 2 more strain because of the embarrassing moment.
Man, I'm drunk. That should be 1.
As
no,
apparently,
I'll take that.
There's only one person that's got all of their faculties running down, holding their pants. You are not that one.
Actually, that's what happened. His pants fell down while he started casting, and then he's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
and it threw off the cast.
Oh my god! Yeah, just like shit. God, I'm like heads down, but my wand's still up, basically.
As you try to do what you were going for, which is to summon your mighty army of squirrels to wreak havoc, and all of a sudden there's this horrible gas smell that obviously
Lisa
you must have
sums
started to fart, and the fart projected across the room, and all four of them start looking around, looking at their noses like which one of them let this horrible stink bomb loose. I mean, even poor Sam can catch the edge of it, and he's just like,
Oh no.
oh.
I had eggs. Sorry, guys.
The only thing stinkier than your gunplay is this smell.
Hey, at least it was a successful fart, not something else.
And
They
this
were
guy
like,
totally
"Jeez."
looks around like Biff from, the Back to the Future, and he's like, which one of y'all let the cow gas loose? And they all kind of like look dumbfounded at each other, distracted, and for a minute he's forgotten that he's holding an empty gun hand in the air. Then he looks back at Sam, then he looks embarrassed, and then he's just like, he literally does grabs his hat and slaps himself in the thigh with it, like, I can't take y'all anywhere. And the interesting note, the preacher man was totally watching Tim as he rolled that failure.
Huh.
Preacher man's totally got this thing that he keeps track of those. Okay, so who's going next?
I think I'm the only one left.
No, I haven't gone yet.
Nope,
Oh,
you
okay.
and Katie have to go still. I accidentally double-clicked.
Question, is this guy who's coming down the stairs, does he have a gun out?
This guy, nope, he's got his pants in both hands. He
He's
literally
discombobulated.
had his britches down. He was ready to have a good time when he heard the holler, so he came running down holding his britches.
So, but Sam here has at least two of them that are about to be on him.
Well, these two guys are just two old coots playing cards.
These are the ones that are...
These are the ones that are going to be problems. They're going to follow their boss's lead. You obviously pick up from when he did the cowboy call, they bolted to their feet and came behind him. They haven't drawn their weapons yet, but they look like they're pretty much about to do that. Especially after seeing this guy take their boss's gun out. They've never seen fancy cane work like that before.
Right.
Okay. Basically, the vibe. If I shoot off my gun, people are going to just start shooting, aren't they?
Maybe.
The vibe. Okay. How about this? I want to come up here, basically. Okay, but I want to toss a chair to sort of block this guy's view. I mean, like, so he.
So are you looking to trip him?
I want to basically trip him. It's like now let's make here a fair fight, and he's already got too many on him.
Okay.
No need for you to be sticking your nose in.
So you're gonna do that Western trick of grabbing a chair and tossing it under his feet.
Yeah, it's like
I ain't outnumbered yet. I'm good.
Go ahead.
Is the operative term, and by my count, them's odds is a little unfair, and that don't sit well with me.
Okay, go ahead and give me a range light, just not your pistol.
Mm-hmm.
As you chuck the chair under his feet, you just need one success to tangle him up.
Okay, range light. Where are you?
This is Katie doing non-lethal damage.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Damn.
Successes are stingy tonight.
Apparently.
How is stingy?
So you have one advantage. What would you like to do with that? Is he was running down in such a hurry that your timing was a little bit off as you smash a chair into the wall here?
I didn't block him, but I certainly distracted him.
Okay, so he's got a black dice.
Yeah.
Okay. As you chuck the chair to kind of not shoot the poor kid because he sees just some stupid cowhand, chair doesn't work. Which that brings us to Brian, by the way. Who has done the least aggravate getting... We got Katie coming out, tossing chairs.
No, you got a NPC, and then we have a 0.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the ghost's turn.
Oh yeah.
You know what?
Damn.
She's gonna, the ghost is gonna go after his target there. And his target has a range defense of 1.
The target's still in the bubble. Or the
ghost is still in the barrier.
The ghost is still in the barrier.
And let's see if we can just end that barrier. Let's see here. Sorry, cat. I need my hand back because the cat's trying to take my arm.
No, you don't.
I
So it
did
reduces
actually
the
do a defined sense, so I did see him. So I was looking back up through, so I do see the ghost. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. I just gotta scroll up and see what Brian's success was on his barrier, so I know how much it reduces any damage by. It was pretty good, I believe. Yeah, it was pretty damn good. 4 successes. So for the barrier, every 2 successes is reduced damage by 1, further reducing it 1 for every 2. Okay, so the Wrath is basically, gonna scream cowboy call style at this guy.
Mm-mm.
Apparently not too well at all.
No.
As, damn, I was totally hoping to use that blast effect and catch Sam in it.
Wow.
Hit an inferior target and you hit everybody else. Damn it.
Wow.
Okay, so needless to say, he's got Soak of 3. You reduce the damage by 2. He feels like this wind. You see his hat that he slapped his thigh and then put his hat back on, and the hat kind of flutters off towards the table into the stink cloud. As he seems to sense something here as this cowboy is screaming derogatory terms left and right and into his face, and he's just oblivious to just the breath of the wail that came out. Damn, that was a bad roll. I mean, that or the dice are just being evil.
Wait,
Dice are being evil. I think we already established that.
Yeah, he at least got a success, better than any of us.
And we're totally going to say that he gets a black dice in his next action. He's distracted from the wind that came out of nowhere. And now we've got poor Brian's turn, who's been sitting there patiently waiting to do something at the end of the bar.
Okay. I'm running out of strain, so I'm actually going to need to stop the bubble.
Ooh.
Oh no, it's only 1 per turn, right?
For the spell?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
the upkeep. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I'll maintain that, and I am going to start chanting and go, Spirit of the Underrealm, tell us, why are you attacking him, and be visible to all?
Oh, damn.
And
Ooh, I like that. So I take it you're doing the basic utility spell and then +1 purple for multiple targets?
I thought I was targeting the wraith to materialize.
Okay, so you're not trying to do everybody go sight. You're trying to just make the wraith material.
Right.
Or
Okay.
glow
Or more corporeal, so that way he'll be
Yeah.
visible and be able to talk.
Ooh, more corporeal. I like that. That could have unforeseen consequences.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
considering our dice rolls, man.
I got your difficulty in there.
Okay.
Damn!
I swear they're like.
It's almost like
Successors
the
are-
cursed.
the successors
Saturday
are on
D&D
strike.
game where everything is all ones.
At least it wasn't a despair, and now it's like fully corporal, and then we're in trouble.
Yep. All of a sudden, it's just buffed up to twice the density and toughness.
Okay, I'll take a positive 1 strain for the turn.
Okay, so you come out ahead on strain because obviously you weren't working that hard for the spell. Your heart and soul wasn't into it. But you totally got the ghost's attention, by the way.
No. I got back the strain because I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
As the ghost is totally looking in your direction now.
What's
So
Preacher Man on?
Preacher Man's just watching.
Oh,
He seems to open his good book, which is this big, heavy-duty, old, leather-bound Bible. It's made of faded leather, hide, cover.
Made from human skin.
He opens it up, and
Necronomicon.
you see the old blackened iron chain that goes from the binding to his waist and disappears into his robe somewhere as he starts reading a passage, mumbling with his eyes occasionally popping up over the edge of the book, looking at y'all. As you just hear him kind of mumble, "Forgive them, for they do not know what sins they commit."
Huh.
So who's going first at the top of the order?
Nice segue.
Can I take another check on it?
You gonna try to make it visible again?
Yeah, unless somebody has the problem with that.
No.
You just
Yeah,
keep commanding it and it'll happen, right? I mean, that's what
on the
priests
plus
do for
side,
exorcists.
it's totally everyone is completely distracted, so you can do what you want in relative privacy, except for the eyes of God are upon you, or I should say, the eyes of God's representative on earth. That's totally what he says in church. So I've got that in there though, without the upgrade that you had last time.
Okay, let's keep the. Oh, and I forgot. I've got a talent. I am going to take some flour from my pouch and throw it on him, or throw it his way, to get an extra blue to make him more visible.
30-foot flower toss. I like it. An extra blue is yours now. So
Well, I thought it doesn't actually have to cover him. It's just symbolic.
No, it's just symbolic. Your spell will do the rest of the work.
Right.
So I've got it in there for you.
So an upgrade and an extra blue.
Yep.
He's throwing shit in the air over there, and like, what the hell?
Sam's like, I'm going to have to sweep that shit up.
Right? Wow.
Damn.
Okay.
Obviously,
At least we
he
finally
meant
got some
it this time.
successes.
you needed
he
some
really meant
positive
it.
reinforcement. He's like, no, for sure. You're going to see this thing now. As everyone can clearly see, and I apparently gave it too big of a circle. See the spirit as you have a bunch of advantage there. What would you like to do with them?
Can I use those advantages to make sure that he's visible for 5 extra turns?
Oh, yeah, you can totally do that.
Nice.
So
We'll
that way,
just-
technically it's my strain, but it's actually not my strain.
Well, let's put it this way. For 3 advantage, I'll say it's invisible until sunrise.
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn.
As your ghostly,
Not around that long,
empowered flower bits land on it and start to glow around it. So and of course, everybody's going, "Holy shit! Ghost!"
I told you there was stuff afoot.
As as the Father says, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, and slams his Bible shut and sips his tea. So who's going next? ghost.
Betty's very.
As
so
by the
helpful.
way, these guys are totally going to pull their guns and shoot the shit out of this ghost.
Oh no.
Which is right in the middle of all of them.
Can I go? Because I am angry that I don't have my squirrels.
There's just fart stink and ghost appears. There's totally going to be rumors now forever and a day that whenever you smell fart stink, a ghost will magically appear.
Right?
Oh god,
They
that's
call that the
terrifying.
grave
Stinky
scent.
Pete.
I smell the grave
Ghost
scent.
Stinky Pete.
Hey, that's not me. I didn't summon that ghost. Where's my squirrels?
There's a distinct smell of beans.
Obviously, someone didn't cook them beans properly.
Alright, where's my spell list again?
Hand me down them can of beans. Hand me down them can of beans. I'm throwing them away.
With Arcana, is there any spell that I could actually attack a ghost with? Cursed.
If you could see the ghost, which you now can see, you can totally do a magical attack.
Like a dart kind of.
I mean, you could do an attack
kind of thing.
You can add blast to an attack. You can add deadly to an attack, which gives it crits. You can add fire to an attack. You can add holy or unholy, which only if you're divine.
Yeah, let's not burn down the tavern.
You can add ice. You can add the knockdown quality. You can add lightning, so that way it gets, auto fire, which is ridiculous because then you become all Sith. You can go, because you're arcane, right?
Yeah, so...
You can be manipulative, which means if you hit, you can spend one advantage to move them up to one range band. You can add extra range to it. You can add destructive, which gives it the piercing quality equal to your ranks of knowledge. Or empower, the attack deals twice your character's link skill instead of the single one. Or poisonous. There are many things you can add to magical attacks.
So when it says divine only, because I went to arcane, I can't use it then.
Exactly, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't do holy, unholy. You have to be a holy or unholy man to do that.
Alright, in that case, I feel like blast will be the best option, so it'll be 2 purple.
So you're going to add an area effect to it?
Yep.
Okay, so we've got
Really?
1 purple for the spell, right?
Yes.
Outside of blast range, okay.
And you're within a short distance, so you're good with that range, right?
Yes.
And you're adding blast, so that'll add to it of... Gains blast quality with a rank equal to your knowledge. How many ranks of arcane do you have?
So arcana, I have 1 rank, and knowledge, I have 1 rank. So either way.
Okay, so blast 1. Okay.
Oh hell yeah! Finally,
okay.
2 advantage and a success.
So you can affect the blast and hit both parties if you'd like.
When you say both parties, you're saying the enemy party and me and
the one guy
and that guy. Yep, the one guy adjacent to it.
Do I really want to affect a friend just to damage another person? Yeah, of course I am. I'm drunk.
Well, he's not a friend. Your friend's not in engaged range.
Oh, he's not? Okay, yeah, I'm good then.
Yeah.
No, it's just the leader of the pack there.
Yep. And the damage is equal to the characteristic linked with your skill. +1 per unscheduled fail. So what's your intel?
Intel is 3.
So 4 points of damage?
Mm-hmm. And then I have 1 advantage left, which can I give to the next person for a blue die?
Well, if you're doing burst, that eats up both the advantage.
Oh, then never mind then. Goodbye advantage.
Yeah.
Let me just double check, make sure. Unless it comes from a magical source. Good to know. Just checking their powers. Okay, so gonna be what? 4 points of damage?
Yes. 3 plus 1, yeah.
Okay, it seemed to take a whiffle of damage, and a little bit of its spectral self explodes. And needless to say, he takes some damage here too. Just a little damage, not a lot.
Cool. After everything happens, I scream out, "Where's Robert?" That's one of my squirrels.
And what does your spell look like, since it is the first time you're casting your spell?
Ooh. Is it possible if I can make my spells like different depending on how I am?
Sure.
You can manifest it however you want, right?
Cool, yeah.
It's just that what is everyone in this room seeing as you cast this magic spell?
So since I'm drunk, they're seeing either alcohol, kind of like a alcoholic mist happen after like the blast, or just a whole bunch of colors.
So you shoot whiskey spray 30 feet across the room and it explodes?
Yep.
Interesting. As the preacher man totally is giving you a look-see.
Because I feel like that would be a good thing to add. Like, anytime I use my spells is how my emotions are. Right now I'm drunk, therefore whiskey.
So like
I'm
a
liking
bottle of
that.
whiskey that explodes.
Well,
so immediately this guy quick draws his... We've had 2 of you guys go, right? Yes? Yes.
Yeah.
One to make the ghost visible.
Yeah.
So, yep. So we're back to the Cowboys here. He immediately uses his quick draw to pull his second pistol out. Sam sighs as he realizes the guy had a second pistol. Really? I don't have an empty hand for that pistol. And these guys don't have quick draw, so they use their movement to pull their pistols out. And everyone is going to shoot at the ghost right now. Because that's totally what people do when you see a ghost.
Sure. It's disturbing.
Well, I'm not sure how well it's going to work for them.
No, well, we'll see.
Probably not well at all. As y'all get to see, totally ignore the paired part, it's only a single pistol. As their boss shoots and puts some bullets right into the ghost. And then the three of them...
through the ghost, into the wall.
That's the desperado. Where's the cowboys? Them's not desperados. As they pull out their guns and shoot through the ghost. As thankfully there's no unsafe gunfire other than the hail of 4 pistols shooting through said ghost and around said ghost, and poor Brian is panicking as bullets are shooting through glass windows and out into the street in the night. And the ghost doesn't really have to worry about that mighty 7 points of damage, because the ghost has this nice thing that lets him take not a lot of damage.
Imagine that.
Rude of them.
And who's going next? As these guys are going hell for high water to blast.
I'll go. Let's see here. All right. I am going to I'm going to shoot at the ghost.
Ooh.
Dead need to stay dead. I mean, it is part of my backstory. I don't like undead.
And it's within short range, so that's just 1 purple.
Yes. So I would like to add the magic bullet to it.
Okay, so you're going to do the magic bullet spell?
Yeah.
You should have some spells there on your spell page.
I think so. Here, hold on. So if the spell is successful, the target is hit for damage equal to the caster's spell skill base heuristic, which is 3 plus 1 for each success. So let me do my pistol.
And that's against a 1 purple.
Sure hope you're a good shooter.
Well, no, baby, you're going to use arcane with that, not your pistol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go back to the spell. As I was totally reading when you turn the page. Yep.
Okay, you ready?
Sure.
Hold on, I'm going to do a thingy.
What thingy you going to do? Oh, don't flip yet then.
Please no despairs.
Well, okay. I flipped a story point, so.
Yep. So go ahead and.
I know, but you're doing this number here, like.
All right, are you ready?
Yep, she uses her pistol as a magic wand, basically.
Okay, so
now flip back to the spell so you can see what it does.
All right, hold on, let me switch back.
So for magic bullet,
that would be 6 points of damage.
So it's going to be your base characteristic, which is 3 plus 1 for each success. Now hurls a bullet of light at the target within medium range. Now don't forget you also have your pistol is a magic wand.
Uh-huh.
So it does, let's see, increase the range of the spell by 1 range. And you flip the page again. Let's flip it back so we can read your pistol.
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay, so yep. So it's 6 points of damage. And that's 6 points of magic damage.
Yes.
With ghosts, you know that matters.
Mm-hmm.
As your bullet tears into it and you see the most of the ghost after everything that's happened flare and tear out of the ghost. And it looks right at Katie with her magic glowing bullet. And everybody looks at Katie as this magic bullet went flying across the bar.
Hopefully they all heard me say, "Oh, hell no. Dead needs to stay dead."
As the ghost is definitely not happy at this exact moment.
I bet.
So who's going next? The ghost has now got reservations.
Yeah, I will go next. As I swing out and a light glowing shuriken flies from my hand. Divine light.
Is that just 1 purple I'm hearing you say?
It is. Just a basic little dark.
Not going to add like pierce or anything fancy to it?
No.
Okay, so I got 1 purple.
But it is divine magic. You ready?
Yep, you're shooting your chi dart into him, huh?
Yep. All right. So
my cheating dart. Uh-oh.
Did it work? Oh.
If you're using the spell button, I noticed that does not work on the Genesys sheets.
Let's see how they are.
Like on Kelly's character, I just put the spells in the spell section with the descriptive.
Yeah,
saying, how many purple.
I thought maybe because you get to select what it was.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jesus Christ. Okay, so that's 4 points, ticket.
Yeah.
So you tear into it, but there's a triumph there. What would you like to use the triumph for?
Yes.
Would you like to make it run away in fear from your chi?
I think that will disperse it from the plane of the material plane at the moment.
As your dart hits it, and it looks as all of a sudden its gun and its hand starts to disappear, fades out of existence as your chi dart hit it. And what does your chi dart look like for those that are witnessing it?
Like I said, it looks like a little shuriken throwing star that's like lit. A little shiny Chinese throwing.
Okay. And everybody kind of like momentarily pauses, looking around, kind of dumbfounded.
I told you there was something wrong.
As this guy's crew, they totally take off. They're running for the door. There was a ghost. That totally is going to take all their movement and everything. And he's just
that
like,
might lose you some patrons.
and he looks at you because he's desperado. Is not going to leave with one of his pistols missing, and he just sticks his hand out for his pistol, which you can totally hand over as an incidental.
Yeah, I slap it in his hand.
And then he's going to go walking off. And of course, because he's a bad guy with some style, he sees the preacher man sipping tea and tips his hat and says, "Preacher man." And the preacher man just nods. Some manners. And this guy totally running saying, "Don't forget me, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming, boss."
Is that Pants?
That's Pants. Okay, so Sam, that's you that's last, right? Or is it Potts? Actually, no, it's Potts.
It is me, but I'm not sure there's much else to do. Are we still in initiative?
More or less. I mean, you don't have to be if you don't want to be.
I am okay letting them go.
After all, their boss did put the coin on the table already.
Exactly.
Sam just didn't pick up the cash yet.
Wait, we're gonna let them leave? No. I think we need to let them come back and fight.
Well,
them.
It wasn't their fault. It was the spirit's fault. So that there was some disruption.
It was the spirit's fault, and then there were some miscommunications.
Yeah.
We love them to spares.
All right, fine. We love them. Fair.
Okay, so Potts is just going to let them go since they left money on the table?
Yeah, absolutely. At this point, I don't want to start more trouble inside the bar. That'll cause more damage.
Right, you already got windows to repair.
Yeah. There are expenses here, people.
So more or less there, you've got the calmness has set back in as they're basically running with a great new ghost story. They eventually skedaddle out. Preacher man finishes his tea. Totally looks like, he's ready. He gestures to you with the teacup that he's ready for some more tea. I hope Sam's got some water in the back already.
It's like I kind of blow smoke off my wand,
I
put it back in my holster.
Clean up grab some glasses, wipe the table down, and head back to the bar.
And the table smells horribly. You're not sure why, but the wood itself has this stink coming off of it.
I politely
smells almost like a dead squirrel.
I just give a glance over at the drunk as I turn to head to the bar with the glasses and the money. And
these two guys just look back and say, "Ghosts."
I'm gonna head to the bar anyways because
they go back to their game. They're like, "This ain't the first ghost they seen."
I politely return the chair that I tossed.
Wow.
And I come over here and sit down, but I just stare silently at the preacher.
And the preacher definitely gives you a look-see.
Are you dogging the preacher?
No, I'm just staring at him. There's like no expression.
You sense his judgmentalness of being a preacher.
All my life. Not necessarily him, but Orphans ain't got it easy. I was very lucky.
As all of a sudden, the calmness comes back over everybody. It's the whiskey flows.
The beer chases.
You buying rounds to calm everybody down, make them happy?
Yeah.
I deliver a teapot,
Wait.
teapot, hot teapot to the preacher man.
Is everyone getting a free round?
He definitely gives you a good look and mentions that you should definitely come to church sometime.
Yeah. Thank you for the offer. Uh-huh. Religion.
So I totally
Not that
write
I shun
down
other religions, but
the threats and despairs that he witnessed in this situation for future
wait.
use.
Real cold tonight.
I'm going to
The bathroom sink.
I'm going to talk to the preacher.
Okay, he will gladly slide out a chair for you to sit, my son.
Oh no, I'm not going to sit. I'm just going to go over to him, say, Job chapter 14, verse 12. Tip my hat.
And he licks his fingertip and flips the pages, and you see him kind of mouth the passage, and he just
So he
nods.
lies down and does not rise till the heavens are no more. People will not awake or be roused from their sleep.
And he basically gives you the sign of the cross with his finger and says, "Passage well chosen, my son."
the native is familiar with Christian passages. Okay.
Well, he also speaks perfect English, too.
Well, I get that, but to be quoting specific scriptures, okay. He must have survived the smallpox and spent some time in a monastery, huh?
Maybe, just maybe.
All right.
So what do you guys do as you've dispatched your first wraith?
I come over here and sweep up the frickin' powder. Just
The
kind of
flour.
glaring at Brian. Just kind of glaring at Brian like, really?
I'll hand out my hand to get, if you want to give me the broom.
I got it. Thank you.
The-
Good job.
Do we have any idea why this happened?
If you want to give me an Arcana check, maybe.
I'd love to. If
I mean, you did see the ghost once he became visible for everybody.
Should I do the Arcana check then?
Yeah, I'd
Sure,
say
if you got good
any of you guys. This would be an open question. Obviously, he would be asking.
Okay,
now.
so Mr. Potts is cleaning a glass and totally throws that one out there, and these two old timers, they just play their cards and go, "Ghosts, damn ghosts."
I already missed that roll, so I'm not going to roll again.
Go ahead there.
That's what the first roll I made was.
Yep,
Go ahead,
that was
Tim.
the very get-go. So if Tim or
Holy
Katie
shit.
want to try to do it.
Oh, I tried it. I got...
Holy crap. So, take 2 strain as you scratch yourself awkwardly. And,
Well, he is fighting a hangover right now.
Yeah, I'm
sitting
doing my
there.
best to survive.
He's sitting there scratching his ass as he's thinking instead of his head.
so for the 3 Arcana,
Smart.
I will definitely tell you, obviously this was a wraith of a ghost that was wronged in life coming back for revenge. Either it's a crazy ghost and it's killing someone that killed it, or it's killing someone who represented the murderer.
And
A lot
who
of
does
times-
this guy work for again?
A lot of times crazy ghosts can get confused, like maybe he was killed at this table. Or maybe he was sitting at that exact seat and shot, which, by the way, the bar totally has had people shot and killed in here. There's a few dark stains in the wood.
Since he was visible, do any of us recognize him?
In fact, Mr. Potts here does recognize him as a gentleman who was killed in this very seat right here 3 years ago. Shot by a gentleman across the table that accused him of cheating at cards, but everybody knows that guy never cheated at cards. Now, the question is, for Tim, what do you want for that triumph? Would you like to know how to get rid of that ghost forever?
I feel like that's a necessary thing because it ruined my slumber. So yes, let's figure out how to get rid of this ghost once and for all.
So while totally doing your arcane skill, you come over and you totally notice in one of the old floorboards down over here, there's a little pit covered with sawdust. And you look and there's an old bullet that was never pulled out of the floorboards.
Well,
and with that triumph, you know for a matter of fact, if you were to either salt, burn, or remove the bullet and probably throw it into something salty or flamey, it would make sure that ghost could never come back again.
Alright, so this is how I'm going to say it. Get rid of that ghost, you got to burn the bullet. You know what I mean? You got to get some stuff, burn it up. Let's go, let's get it done.
And thankfully, when he says that, there's subtitles so everyone can understand you.
Yes, we've got Wild West Boomhauer over here.
That's what I was going for, too. Oh, it's so nice when somebody's on the same wavelength as you.
I'm just looking at Mr. Potts like, I've heard different English, but what the hell was that?
He is speaking, but I don't know what he's speaking of.
It's like, he's definitely still drunk.
You know who he reminds me of is the little old mercenary man from Tangled that was briefly in like the Cupid outfit with the diaper.
Oh yeah,
That
he's like a Gabby Hayes.
Yes. Exactly.
I'm happy to bring everyone joy right now. So as I tell everyone, you're just seeing me like go up into the frying pan, get some salt, and like basically cook it on the frying pan.
So you cook the bullet?
Yeah, with salt.
With salt.
With salt, okay. So as soon as
salt.
you practically feel this weight that was there since the ghost manifested and disappeared almost all the way when Sam, dispelled the evil spirit's chi, and then when you basically salt the bullet, you feel the rest of the weight disappear off the bullet.
Hold on. Sorry.
And as you do that, Father Michaels totally looks up, does the sign of the cross, and totally says, "This child of God passed before my arrival in town." So
Can you add like a circle or something around him to make him a little easier to see?
You want to be able to see the preacher man.
Yeah, or do I need to go find you a better image?
Wow. I'll find it.
I'm just saying.
Questioning the GM's choices. Wow.
This is a new game. How do you get rid of the pictures at the bottom again?
The cog.
I'm on that.
Graphics.
Okay.
Or are you talking about the bleeding eyeball picture?
Or is it
No. Us.
Oh, in the bottom of the corner of your map?
Oh.
You go to the cog in the top left of my settings. And then you want to go down to
not there. Keyboard.
It got moved around again.
Yeah.
It's under not dice options. Audio video.
Oh. Yeah, audio
video display.
And then the second tab. Yep.
So if you hit audio video, then video display.
Okay.
And you can turn the avatars to small or names only. Okay. I usually keep you guys on small so that way you don't take up the map. Because on larger size, it eats up too much map space.
Right.
I just got
Okay.
We're 23.
And Father Michael's totally, says
Haven't said what-
mumbling of the Lord's Prayer to help the spirit pass away.
Yes.
And then, he kind of stands up as you guys aren't giving him any attention and totally puts a blessing on the foundation of this house where men and women are allowed to ease their suffering in the mortal world, even if sin is their chosen release. All of God's children need salvation. You totally notice he doesn't do the whole amen, wait for you to amen.
Mm.
So Tim seems to have salted the spirit away. Katie kind of agrees with what he did is the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then as I'm
Yeah, 30.
cooking up the bullet, I'm also adding eggs to it because I'm getting hungry now.
There's a bullet.
You're gonna eat the spirit?
The lead. Well, the lead. The spirit's gone now.
Yeah, dude, it's fine.
Apparently, he's
Gonna
Tim
put a
has
little
taken
lead in his
off
pencil.
and going down this way to the kitchen area. Obviously, he's allowed to. And then he morphs for some reason as he goes into the kitchen.
Oh my God, dude.
Wow.
He's become chunkier than the horses.
I eat everything
Space
in the
and time
kitchen.
has warped with him eating ghost bullets. And hopefully he doesn't break a tooth eating eggs with shells and bullets.
Eating double shells.
And these two guys just do the whole ghosts. Ever since the Widow Society's been spending too much time at night at Boot Hill, ghosts. All I gotta say is, Mr. Potts, if I die, do I have permission to have my ghost stay in this here seat?
As long as you don't try to start anything, I suppose that's fine.
I just want to sit here and drink my ghost whiskey and play cards with my ghost buddy here. And if I ain't dead, Bill, you gonna come here and play ghost poker with me? And Bill looks at him
There,
and
I
says,
sent you a picture.
"You got it, my friend." Oh God, that's even creepier.
Oh,
That's-
sweet.
Right?
What is
Dude, it
wrong
looks
with him?
like the guy from Nightmare Before Christmas, the
Yeah.
mayor, mixed with Slenderman.
Yeah, why
one would look good?
you gotta make Father Michael's that creepy?
Because he is creepy.
Because we're in a place called Wyrmwood.
Right?
That's just creepy. You're trying to make Father Michael's worse than he is.
I can get you a different one if you like.
No, that's fine. You just don't like my alien preacher man. This is what happens when you type in preacher into Roll20 and you grab the first picture that comes up.
Well, plus
Instead-
he's this little tiny stick figure.
Wow, he's kind of tall there. There we go.
Instead, you want that one.
Yep, that's better.
Just a little easier to identify.
Even creepier looking. And both of these guys, Bill and Tom, look at you, Mr. Potts, and say, Mr. Potts, how much would it cost for us to make sure we have this table saved for our ghosts in the afterlife? How much you talking in actual U.S. dollars?
These guys are regulars, right?
They're the
Sounds
two
like-
regular old coots that always show up.
I'll make them.
Think of them as the two old men in the balcony in Muppets.
Right? That's
Only
what I
they're
was
less
thinking.
destructive.
Yes.
Waldorf and Astor.
Yeah. I like that mix. I really do like that mix. Cool.
I'm gonna make them a deal and let them know that if they continue coming here for their drinks and their games for the rest of their lives, that table is theirs on the house.
Aww. They look at that and they instantly order another round of drinks for you and for them, and both your two helpers there, and they point at Brian and Sam.
Yeah.
You got it, Mr. Potts. As long as you're serving, we're sitting and sipping. I mean, you can already feel there's enough of their DNA in these chairs and this seat because this is their spot. That they'll probably come back as ghosts here anyway.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Not if I can help it.
She's gonna bring out the furniture and burn it in the alleyway.
Burn, baby, burn.
It needs to stay dead.
And, of course, Father Michaels and his new and improved look will finish his tea and finish his blessing on at the house. And then he does this, and a blessing on all of you who are here tonight. May any spirits not of our Lord not affect you and your families. And he does the ominous walk out without another words. No. As some guitar music is descending from the night sound of the night sky.
Sorry, I got back into it.
Mr. Potts,
Hey, it was good atmosphere. Don't worry about it.
It was perfect atmosphere.
Yeah, it was fine. Mr. Potts, those preacher people talk all the time like that.
Wait, what
did
did
a
you
lot
say?
of talking. Said those preacher people talk like that all the time, forever. Go on, rambling.
Do nonstop, and you're trying to get away, but they keep on dragging you back in.
Sermons are, forever given a sermon.
So these two are just doing small talk, and pretty much you have the place to yourselves to discuss what your plans are. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. RP. I mean, does anyone want to go talk to this widow society? I mean, what do y'all want to do?
Well,
Yeah,
it definitely sounds like there's some funky hill there.
That would be a good idea. Do the people who see ghosts think that the ghosting is over in the bar?
The ghosting.
Hold up. Now, I'm gonna walk back. Can I walk back? I can't walk back. Hold on. Let me switch over.
You should be able to walk back just fine.
There we are. I had to switch over my mice.
As he comes back eating out of a frying pan.
Because you ate a bullet.
Because you're tilted.
You're still drunk. You're walking funny.
I made you crooked. I mean, you can straighten yourself out if you want.
Nah, I like it like that. But I'm gonna be like,
tilted.
"You go. We'll never stop on your place because I want to keep on dying here. We need to stop this from the beginning." I'm gonna just be rambling on about ghosts nonstop.
And of course, this old timer looks at you and just habashaws back at you in just some gibberish. And totally looks across the table and winks at his buddy that it was totally gibberish.
And I keep on going. How about this, bartender? Give me one more drink, and I'll have a good day.
And apparently Katie's just in the corner laughing.
These Westerners are weird.
They are.
I reckon I can't disagree with that statement.
So what all is your guys' plan?
Well, it sounds like we might be paying a visit to their widow society.
Widow society.
Widow.
They've been doing something up on some hill. What was it?
Boot Hill, I think. He called it Boot Hill.
Yeah, I might have to go pay them a visit during whatever they're doing.
But why are we doing that?
Because there's apparently a bit of an uptick in restless spirits.
I mean, at least that's what you've been hearing from the rumor mill.
They're doing some weird something's up on the hill stirring people up.
Would it be possible if I could, everywhere I go, I just be floating because I'm so drunk and I don't want to walk anymore? Or
that might get you burned on the stake. I mean, you could do it,
but
kind of spiritually.
Oh, never mind
Well,
then.
not only that, but you'd be going through strain too quickly.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah, never mind. I'm good. Fair.
Speaking of, now that we're on a lull, I am going to roll cool if that's all good.
Let me clear the dice pool. If you all want to roll cool as you're having a nice drink and relaxing. To recover any strain that you're missing.
Oh yeah, I like that. So we roll cool.
Yep,
Yeah.
just a straight cool roll, no purple
Or
dice.
you can do what? Discipline, right?
You can do discipline, yeah.
All right.
Which I think for some of you might be better.
Yeah, for me it definitely is because I do my monthly little moment meditation and breathing.
right.
Okay,
Boom.
so just
still nothing.
just so the GM knows what to have ready for you next Friday, what is the group's plan? And thankfully, Mr. Potts has someone else to cover his spot behind the bar if need be.
I don't know that this is going to be anything more than information gathering.
Yeah. Wow.
They meet at night, right?
Yeah.
Well, word is they go up there and they pray for the lost souls up on Boot Hill at night, from what you've heard.
Yeah,
Is it every night or on
It's-
particular nights?
Nobody seemed to have noticed a pattern yet.
I mean, the only person that seems to be really against them is the creepy pastor, and that doesn't necessarily paint them in a bad light.
No, but
Well,
they
a
could
lot
be
of the
doing
church
inadvertently.
society ladies have issues with it. They're the ones that are spreading those rumors.
Yeah, but a lot of the church society ladies have problems with us, too.
True. That's very, very true.
Yeah, but I do personally have a problem with anybody who's messing with the dead.
Yeah, no, like it,
or more to the point, bringing the dead back to life. That
And it may not even be them, but we can see what's going on. They might be doing something they don't realize they're doing. I mean,
or they might
possible.
know who is doing it.
yes. I think approaching this with an open mind
Oh yeah.
is the
Heck,
tactic.
They could be themselves actively trying to stop it.
Yes.
Through
But
their
it's actually stirring things up that they don't realize.
yeah.
No, or they might know
they're-
that it's a third party that we're unaware of.
Exactly.
Taking advantage of what they're doing.
No. They could
To
just
blame
be
it.
plain good. They could be allies that we could use in the fight.
Right.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. They could be trying to do good, but accidentally stirring stuff up, or somebody could be using their actions trying to blame them, but they're actually doing it. So yeah, there's all kinds of options and potential. Or they're just wicked witches that are actually doing evil. Well,
Or they are actually tempering what's been happening, and we haven't seen as much because they've been. I mean, it could be any number of.
yeah. So we're not going up there to kick ass and take names.
We're not going up there with guns blazing.
No.
Guns akimbo.
So the question is, are you going to go up there at midnight to the Boot Hill in the dark? Or are you going to wait till the day and talk to them during the day?
Well, see, that's what my question was. It's like, do they have a specific time that they meet? Because that might be...
You guys have noticed. I mean, you guys can notice when they go up to Boot Hill because it's this group of 5 to 10 widows, going up there. But they don't have like a set every full moon they go up there and do something.
Okay.
Do we
Is there
know?
a set leader?
Not that you know of.
Doesn't mean there isn't one. It's just that we're not familiar with whom that might be.
Sadly, in Wyrmwood, a lot of people die and they make a lot of widows.
Yeah. Do we know any of them personally?
I would say
it's not that big a town. I would assume we would.
Well, just to say that, I think it would make a lot more sense to go about this above ground. There's no reason for us to be sneaky about it. If we know one of them, we could just be like, "Hey, the creepy pastor is making some noise."
Yeah.
Why gotta be creepy pastor?
Right?
Look at him.
Just because he keeps track of your sin doesn't mean he's creepy pastor. I mean, literally, he's got a power that lets him keep track of your sin as he watches you.
Yeah, but now what he calls a sin and what I call a sin might be two different things.
Well,
Right.
game mechanic wise, it's threat and despair. He can bring that shit back up at you later.
Oof.
It's a cool power. Just gonna say that it's a cool power. So Mr. Potts definitely knows Mary Sue. She's this nice young lady. You know, he's winked at her and offered her a job if she needed one, but she declined politely. She's like 2 or 3 widows ago newest members. She's not like the newest widow to join the Widow Society.
Okay, yeah.
And she's not a prude.
She's totally not a prude. She's good people.
Okay.
All right. No, then that
She
sounds
totally
good,
would have
but-
had Sam's job if she said yes.
Well, you know, I think that just talking to her and then telling her that our intention is to go and see what's going on too, not just because we want to interfere or interrupt, but also all of this talk might be a little bit of a warning to their safety as well.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, we
So-
just saw a ghost in the saloon. Maybe that. Since they're widows, have they seen any of their husbands back?
Oh, true.
That's a good question to
we
ask
have
them.
some notes to compare.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know
So,
yet.
so the question I have is: are you heading up to Boot Hill tonight, or are you going to go to Mary Sue's place outside of town in the morning?
I say we visit them in the morning. I think it's a little less threatening.
Confrontational?
And it's much more hospitable.
If I was doing anything out in the middle of the night and someone, you know, and a bunch of strangers came up out of the dark, I think it would be much more likely to end in violence than just being just being above board.
Now remember,
I
if
think
you're
that's
walking
an
out,
accurate statement.
if you're walking out in the dark, we need torches and pitchforks so we don't trip. Okay, so we'll say we get the screen swipe as you guys are basically getting ready to ride out of town. And conveniently, Mr. Potts has access to a horse-pulled buggy that can fit all of y'all. And as you guys are riding out of town, the sheriff tips his hat at y'all. And just that whole heard some noise last night, Mr. Potts. Everything good?
Yes, everything worked itself out.
As it should. And the sheriff goes back into his sheriff's office to put his feet up on his table and take a nap. And as you guys are riding out of town, that's a good place to wrap it up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah.
And you guys get
That
15
was.
experience for getting rid of the damn ghost and not
15.
gunning down a bunch of innocent cowboys.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
people down.
15. Wow.
15.
Oh man, dude, thank God I did not attack any of those cowboys.
Well, technically, right.
You attacked their good sense of smell.
Yeah, you did assault them, at least.
Hey, at least I made sure that they got out of there as fast as they could.
Yeah, it was a stink bomb attack. That's what it was.
It was
Yeah.
intentional.
Crowd control.
Crowd control. Yeah, leave it as the crowd controls motto there. I like that.
Stinky squirrel burst. All right, new spell.
Alrighty.
Good job.
Okay, this is good. Thanks, guys.
All right,
Hell
talk
yeah.
to you guys later.
He's totally
Yeah,
riding.
the-
4th level in a career skill is 20, right?
Yeah, 20.
Okay. I am upping my knowledge supernatural again because I did not do well.
You obviously realize you need to put more work into it because for some reason you just didn't get that quandary that you should have gotten.
Yep.
Yeah. 20 points. Got to figure out what I'm going to do.
Because
All
another
right.
day in the West in Wyrmwood.
All right, I'll You have a wonderful weekend.
Okay.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Night.
Bye bye.